Today marks the 27th annual Martin Luther King Jr. Day. People across the country celebrated the life and legacy of the man who led the civil rights movement in the 1950s and 60s. News Channel 15's Aaron Rogers talked to a Fort Wayne woman who had a chance to march with Dr. King.
Heather, her story is quite remarkable, and she says it made her who she is today.
And that was the most important time of my life, to have been a part of that.
Dr. Dee McKinley, now a Fort Wayne Community Schools teacher, grew up in a segregated town outside of Birmingham in the 1960s.
It was always the site of black only, white only kinds of signs.
When she was 17, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. came to Birmingham from New York, so she and her classmates left school early to see him.
We marched, we sang, we chatted, we did all of that, and ended up going back a couple of more times.
McKinley told me it was all peaceful until the infamous Bull Connor, who was the commissioner of public safety in Birmingham at the time, got involved.
We were sprayed with fire hose, and the dogs were set on the young people, and we were in Kelly Ingram Park. And I oftentimes remember being sprayed with the fire hose that was so powerful that knocked me against a tree.
And those iconic images gave life to the civil rights movement.
The spark of the movement really took off, because when America saw that we were being sprayed by fire hose, chased by dogs, and all of that, that turned that movement around.
Hundreds of students, including McKinley, were arrested that day and made to sit in a cramped football field because all the jails were full. A memory McKinley says is as clear as yesterday.
You don't think peaceful. You don't think, let's just stay and take that. But that day, we did.
She says seeing days like today, when her first African-American president was sworn in for a second term, are moments that made it all worth it.
We've come a long way. Yet we have a long way to go, but I don't think we have such a long way to go compared to where we've come from.
McKinley also told me she celebrates the holiday by taking her students on yearly trips to various places around the country to tour iconic civil rights museums and markers. Mark, back to you.
And we thank you.